Good morning. Good morning. My name is Jerry, and welcome to Bread and Breath Devotional, a daily moment to slow down, breathe, and hear what God might be saying today. Let's feed our spirit before the world feeds us the stress. Today's daily bread is titled, Beware of What Owns You. Beware of what owns you, coming from the book of Luke, chapter 12, verses 13 through 21. And in this passage is one of those passages where Jesus cuts straight to the heart. A man comes to him and says, "Master, speak to my brother that he divide the inheritance with me," said the man. In other words, he wanted Jesus to step into a family dispute about money and possessions. But Jesus does something unexpected. He doesn't take sides. He doesn't settle the argument. Instead, he exposes the deeper issue. He says in verse 15, "Take heed and beware of covetousness. For a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth." Jesus is saying, be careful, watch your heart, because life is not about how much you have. That's a strong word, especially in a world that constantly tells us the opposite. Everything around us says get more, have more, be more, earn more, build more. And while there is nothing wrong with working, growing, or being responsible, the danger is when you have beings to define who you are. Covetousness is not just wanting something. It is when desire turns into dependence. It is when you want beings to control you and to control how you think and control how you feel and how you live. Jesus then tells a parable about a rich man whose ground brought forth abundantly. This man was already doing well, but now he has even more. And instead of thanking God or thinking about others, he began to talk to himself. He says, "What shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits." Then he comes up with a plan. He said to himself, "I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there I will bestow all my fruits and my goods." Notice that language, my fruits, my goods, my barns. Everything is centered around him. And this is how it can be. The man is not out committing obvious sins. He is not hurting anyone directly. He is simply focused on himself. But that self-centered focus reveals something deeper. His trust is in what he has, not in God. Then he says in verse 19, "Soul, thou hast much good laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry." He believed his possessions secured his future. He thought because he had more, he was safe. He thought because he had built bigger, he could finally relax. But in verse 20, God interrupts him. "But God said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided?" That is a sobering moment, man. God calls him a fool, not because he had wealth, but because he trusted in it. He lived as if this life was all there was. He prepared for years on earth, but he was not prepared for eternity. In one moment, everything he built lost its meaning. This reminds us of something we often avoid thinking about. Life is temporary. No matter how much we gain, we cannot take it with us. No matter how much we build, it will not follow us into eternity. Jesus closes with this warning. He said, So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich towards God. This is the real issue. It's not about having things. It's about what you value the most. You can be rich in the world and poor towards God. You can have money, success, and possessions and still be empty spiritually. So the question becomes, what does it mean to be rich towards God? It means your relationship with him matters more than what you own. It means obedience matters more than appearance. It means your heart is set on eternal things, not just temporary ones. It means you trust God more than you trust what's in your hands. Being rich toward God looks like prioritizing time with him, living in obedience even when it costs you, using what you have with the right heart, remembering that everything you have came from him. This passage challenges us to examine ourselves. What are you building your life around? What are you depending on for security? What are you chasing that may not matter in eternity? It's easy to say, that would never be me. But the truth is, this mindset can creep in quietly. It shows up when we think, once I get this, I'll be good. Or, once I reach this level, I'll finally have peace. Or, if I just have more, things will be better. But Jesus reminds us, life is not found in things. Peace is not possessions. Security is not in money. Satisfaction is not in what you own. It is found in God. And here's the reality. God is not against you having things. He is against things having you. He is not against growth. He is against pride. He is not against provision. He is against misplaced trust. So today, take heed like Jesus said. Guard your hearts. Check your priorities. Examine what you are building. Because one day, everything we see will fade. Everything we own will be left behind. But your relationship with God, that is what lasts. Don't just build bigger barns. Build a deeper walk with God. Don't just store up on earth. Be rich towards God. Because at the end of the day, what you have will not matter as much as who you belong to. Bread and breath. Amen. If this blessed you, please like, share, and subscribe, and share this with one person who needs peace today.